Hello, you beautiful gods and goddesses. This is Tawanda Van, Celestial Earth Goddess, and today I want to talk to my people. My people being the black folk. Black people, I want y'all to know, yes, we are motherfucking magical. Some of y'all just don't know it. And you think because we've gone through hell for over 2,000 years that means we're not. In actuality, the fact that we're still here after going through the fuck shit that we've gone through over 2,000 years proves how magical we are. But the problem is you're so busy looking at the negatives that you don't even pay attention to the motherfucking positive things that have happened to us or that we've accomplished. And here's the deal. What made me do this video is some months back, I seen somebody speaking about black women not being magical. You know, because how we do the black girl magic thing, which is some real shit. And it was like, we're not magical. And it was also speaking that, you know, it's okay for us to be weak and be feminine. And, you know, we don't have to be strong and all this other shit. Okay, look. Femininity is not weak. Masculinity is not just strong. Strength comes in feminine and masculine form. It's just the only difference is the way they present it. One ain't weak, one ain't strong. One ain't better, one ain't worse. And that's part of the problem when we try to make something better than the other thing when neither one of them are better. They're on equal footing. They're just two different energies. And that's just ridiculous. Okay, so I'll talk about feminine and masculine energy. I'll expound on that in another video. But mainly, stop equating, well, no, I'm going to speak on this too. Stop equating feminine energy with weakness. Because ain't nothing weak about femininity. And ain't nothing weak about being a motherfucking woman, especially a black woman up in this world. Not only do we have to deal with white supremacists and racist people outside of our group, but we also have to deal with fuck people within our group. Because as the saying goes, all skin folk ain't kin folk, okay? Some of y'all some big bitch ass coons out there. Some of y'all just want to dismantle and destroy the black community. And I ain't just talking about one country. I'm talking about black people globally. That's another thing. Separating yourselves based on where you're from. You sound silly as fuck. Oh, you think you're better than me because you still stay in Africa and my ancestors got stolen and displaced over here. And even to you motherfuckers that be talking about we been here, we ain't African, I'm talking to y'all asses too. I don't give a fuck where you think you from, what you think you are. You got this going on, you clumped in with the rest of us, okay? I don't give a fuck what you think you are. But back to the lecture at hand. Yes, we magical. Accept it, embrace it, and finally fucking use it. Part of the problem is you don't know you're being that you don't. It's not that I'm not gonna say you don't know you're magical. I think internally you do. It's more or less you just don't believe it, and you're just scared of it. You're scared of your own fucking power, or you think having power would make you a horrible person. You know, it just depending on who you are, that determines on how you think of this shit. But at the end of the day, the more we understand our power, the more we can use it to help elevate us. Because that's mainly the problem. A lot of us ain't elevated. That's why there's a lot of dysfunction within our race. But there's not just dysfunction. There's also harmony as well. You know, you don't just have one over the other. I just think sometimes we have too much dysfunction and not enough harmony. So we need to go further to the harmonic side, okay? But we got to understand who we are first. And being that we're black, regardless of what part of the world we live in or where we're from, we have dealt with fucked shit. So all of us have some level of dysfunction within us. We can't not, simply because of white supremacy, utter racism, and if you're a black woman, you have to deal with racism and sexism at the same damn time. Ain't no such thing as I'm black first. No, I'm a black woman, okay? Those are not mutually exclusive things. And I will never denounce my womanhood just to speak about being black, nor will I denounce my blackness just to speak about being a woman. As you can see, I'm both at the same damn time. There ain't no separate entities. What the fuck is wrong with y'all? When you talk about being a black man and having problems as a black man, do you separate the two? Hell no, you don't. So don't expect us to. That's another damn thing. All this dysfunction is causing discord between black women and black men. You got black men bitching and complaining on fucking social media, making us sound like we're the enemy and that we're the reason that you fail or have fucked up relationships. Here's the deal, people. This applies to women as well as men. But men, I'm especially driving this home to you because you think having a dick between your legs exempts you from life or exempts you from dealing with the bad shit in life. No, it does not. Okay? If you make piss poor decisions, you will get piss poor results. That includes the type of women you deal with, or men, whatever floats your fucking boat. I don't care what the fuck you like. If you pick the wrong women, then expect to be treated like shit. Just like you tell women if they pick the wrong men, they'll be treated like shit. Okay? So choose better. Follow your own fucking advice. That's magic too. Making good choices. Magic is actually simpler than we think it is. Stop complicating every damn thing. You make simple shit complicated and you try to over simplify complex shit. Learn the difference. Decipher. Discern. That's a major thing we need to do. That's how we ended up in this fuck shit. Because we did not properly discern. That's how we ended up being enslaved. Not because we were good people. Being good people is a good thing. Never not be a good person. That's stupid. But we just didn't recognize what a bad person was. Because we had never met that type of fuckery before. Okay? So, magic comes in many forms. Thought, actual ritual shit, or just regular stuff. You know, magic, there's no one way to be magical. Hell, how you get up in the morning is some magical shit, okay? Your daily routine, that could be magic. How your thought processes, how you think of shit. But one thing you must always remember, you can't just be mental when it comes to magic. The mental and the emotional have to connect, because that's where the spirit resides, in the heart, baby. And a lot of y'all are emotionally dead. I get so sick and tired of hearing black people say, take your emotions out of it. Stop being so emotional. Be more logical. Logic ain't got you no fucking where. You still the same broken person that you was. Your problem is you ain't dealing with that emotional trauma from your past, whether it came from your family, friends, strangers, whoever you was in a relationship with. Once you deal with that shit, then your magic will heighten. But you can't go around here being an organic robot and thinking you're going to have a great life. Because I see y'all logical motherfuckers just as miserable as the overly emotional people. Learn how to work together with your emotions and your logic. You're supposed to use those things together. Everything I'm talking about, you notice this is about magic, but I'm not necessarily talking about spells and wands and casting shit, although that's magic too. Like I'm saying, magic comes in many forms, and part of being magical is knowing who the fuck you are. So start there. It always goes back to self-love, remember? Once you figure yourself out and you build your self-esteem up, then your magic will be fucking phenomenal. So instead of being scared of your power, embrace that shit. And that's also the difference between religion and spirituality. Religion makes you rely on something outside yourself, like the white sky daddy or white Jesus, which don't fucking exist. White Jesus don't even make sense. Have you read the description of Jesus in the Bible? We love to talk about it doesn't matter what color he is, but apparently it did. That's why they gave a full-blown fucking description. You read everything else and believe it, so go with that. anyway, and this doesn't matter if you believe in Jesus. I don't give a fuck what you believe in. You can believe in Bob, okay? But the point is, find out the truth. Stop being so fucking delusional. Magic is not delusional. I know some of you think that because you're too logical for your own damn good. But it's not delusional, dear ones, okay? But back to what I was saying. Your magic will elevate when you elevate. And spirituality, what spirituality is, it lets you know that you have the power to control your life and control your destiny. Your power is not outside of you, it's within you. That's why people like myself let you know that you're a God. I mean, the Bible even says we're all God's children. So if we're all God's children, then how is it blasphemous to call ourselves God? And even the Bible speaks of free will. Okay, so if you got free will, then you got the power to make your life the way you want it. But you have to actually know it. Not only know it, but believe it and feel it. You hear that word feel? That's a part of emotions. You have to embrace all that shit. Embrace every aspect of you, even the negative stuff of you. They call that shadow work. I always separate shadow from darkness because some people equate it together. But to me, you need the dark just as much as you need the light. And the shadow is something that is more of a shell of what you are. It lacks depth. And I'll probably talk about that more in another video, but that's my take on it. So it's something that you have to master and dominate. Don't let your shadow dominate you. You dominate your shadow, okay? But you need the light and dark. It's the equivalent of turning the other cheek versus beating a bitch ass when you have to. Depending on the circumstances, it'll determine which one you use, okay? Now, let's see, is there anything else I need to tell you? Bottom line, figure your shit out. If you have issues, work on that shit. And once you work on your issues, you will gain more personal power. And with personal power, you have to take responsibility of your own life. Once you take responsibility for yourself, you'll understand what magic really is. I love you all. And until next time, my beautiful gods and goddesses, I bid you adieu.